A very good morning to one and all present here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 9th Convocation of National Institute of Technology, Arunachal Pradesh. Namaskar. Ladies and gentlemen, the 9th Convocation of the Institute is about to begin. The academic procession is now entering the hall. You are requested to stand up and remain standing till the completion of invocation song.
Invocation song, please.
अरुण सूरज समृद्ध देश अरुणाचल हमारा, अरुणाचल हमारा, अरुणाचल हमारा, अरुणाचल हमारा।
The Chairman, Board of Governors, is requested to formally declare opening of the convocation.
I declare convocation open.
The Chairman, Board of Governors, and the Director of the Institute, Professor Pinakeshan Mahanta, will now present the annual report of the Institute for the academic year 2021-2022.
Chief guest of the convocation, Honorable Professor Dhirendranath Buragohaiji, former Director, Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati. Guest of honor, Professor Rajat Guptaji, Director, National Institute of Technology, Silchar. Members of the Board of Governors, members of Finance Committee, members of the Senate, members of the Building and Works Committee, members of the Construction Review Committee, faculty colleagues, officers, staff of the Institute, graduating students and their family members, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome you all to the 9th convocation of NIT Arunachal Pradesh. Further, I'd like to take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks and in-depthness to Professor Dhirendranath Buragohaiji for accepting our invitation and delivering the convocation address. I am also grateful to Professor Rajat Guptaji, Director, National Institute of Technology, Silchar, for accepting our invitation and to grace the occasion despite his busy schedule. It is also my pleasure to congratulate all the new board and Senate members for attending this function. In today's convocation, 203 students will be awarded degrees in different disciplines, out of which 147 from undergraduate courses, 46 from postgraduate courses, and 10 from PhD courses. Being topper in undergraduate and postgraduate courses, 13 students will be receiving gold medals in various branches. I extend my heartiest congratulations to all of them and wish all the best to them. I am delighted to present a brief report and also to highlight major achievements and initiatives taken up during the year 2021-22. In addition, I'd also like to share with you some of the future plans to be introduced in the Institute in due course of time. The Institute achievement during the last 1 year, I should mention that the NIT Arunachal Pradesh, in spite of facing a lot of difficulties in its temporary campus at UPA, has started operating from its permanent campus at Jote from the year 2021. The Institute excelled in academics and research activities, thereby achieving 171 rank in National Institute Ranking Framework in 2021. Prior to that, Institute got in the previous year 160 rank. National Institute of Technology, Arunachal Pradesh stands at the 63rd position and ranked the first position in the state ranking in engineering category in Indian Institutional Ranking Framework, that is IIRF ranking 2022. NIT Arunachal Pradesh has implemented new education policy 2020, which will be applicable to, which is already applied to the undergraduate students currently studying. The key features of the curriculum are student-centric flexible curriculum, multidisciplinary learning-based curriculum, ability enhancement compulsory courses, skill enhancement compulsory courses, value-added courses, product design and development, and do it yourself are some of the significant features in this curriculum. Apart from that, compulsory internship has been inducted in this particular course curriculum. There is another important factor is the multiple exit scheme has been also prepared for this new batch. Apart from that, at the end of first year, the student will be able to obtain certificate in engineering. And after completion of the second year, they can obtain the diploma. At the end of third year, they are capable to get advanced diploma. And at the fourth year, they will be getting the degree certificate. ACT has assigned the project of second year undergraduate technical book translation from English to Bengali language to NIT Arunachal Pradesh. There are 19 third semester books and 23 fourth semester books to be used by the Department of Computer Science, CSE, Electrical Engineering, ECE, and Mechanical Engineering. In academics, I should mention that the Institute offers BTech program in Civil Engineering, Computer Science and Engineering, Electrical Engineering and Communication, Electronics and Communication Engineering, Electrical Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, MTech program in CSE, EE, Mechanical, Management and Humanities, EC, and Doctor of Philosophy in all the departments. The total student strength of the institute as of today is 1,021, which comprises of 801 students under BTech program, 37 at postgraduate level, and 183 PhD students. There are 52 faculty members and 56 staff on roll in a campus to cater the academic and administrative activities. Present faculty is to student ratio is 1:20. It is going to be standard of 12:1 with allocation of requisite number of posts sanctioned from the ministry this year. Right now, the buildings such as 4 academic buildings, faculty quarters, 32 number of faculty quarters, boys and girls hostels, shopping complex, medical units and research buildings, non-teaching staff quarters, 7 blocks, director bungalow, medical center and central workshop are completed. This work going on our central library, central administrative building and sewage treatment plant. Hopefully this will be also over in a month. The other facilities created at NIT Arunachal Pradesh are, I'm very happy to say that a play school and small playground for children of faculty, officers and staff or other residents of Zote has been made functional from this academic year. Canara Bank and Indian Post Office have also been started for the benefit of the all the NIT fraternities. It is a good news that we have got approval to open Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, Kendriya Vidyalaya under Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan in this year. An expert team from the headquarters of Kendriya Vidyalaya already visited and inspected few months back. As per the instruction from the Ministry of Education, some of the projects are foreclosed and our project mode will be over by 31st December. Some of the important laboratories and other infrastructures that is developed during the year are Robotics and Mechatronics Laboratory, Modeling and Simulation Lab, Energy Laboratories, Mechanical Workshop, Advanced Hydrology and Renewable Laboratory, Language Laboratory, Undergraduate Simulation Laboratory, Postgraduate Research Laboratory, Phytochemical Laboratories, Electrical Machineries, Circuit and Measurement Laboratory, Immunology Laboratory and Molecular Biological Laboratories to name. Enriching Institute Central Library to encourage the research work of undergraduate and postgraduate students, the library of the institute is equipped with more than 33,000 printed books, 997 number of e-books, 35 number of print journals, and more than 3,000 e-journals till to date. In the current academic year, the institute has spent more than 44 lakhs on IEEE online journals, more than 60 lakhs on Elsevier online journals, and more than 6 lakhs on plagiarism software through NIT. Research contribution and development. During this last year, More than 120 journal publications were made in reputed journals. Conference papers published by faculty and students were 37. 13 book chapters were also published. There are more than 12 sponsored projects amounting to rupees 3.29 crores that is obtained during last 1 year. 8 patents were granted during the last year. Regarding R&D during the last 1 year, NIT has received, already mentioned, that 12 projects under different reputed agencies like DST, CSIR, PWD, WRD, etc. And projects are under Technology Innovation Hub, ISI, Department of Science and Technology, CSIR, Science and Engineering Research Board, Public Works Department of Arunachal Pradesh, etc. Thrust area of research involves cell imaging studies, machine translation, disaster monitoring and management, wastewater treatment, cancer prevention, smart helmet, seismic microzonation, computational intelligence, IoT, and renewable energies. I am very happy to share with you that sanction for 2 number of FIST projects, that is Fund for Improvement of Science and Technology, amounting to rupees 1.6 crore are received for the establishment of a renewable energy center with testing facility and also for landslide detection in Arunachal Pradesh. I am also waiting for 1 more mega project on Atal Incubation Center positively within 2 months. I hope we'll get sanction later within 2 months. The institute has signed memorandum of understanding with other institutes like NIPAR, NECTAR, ESSCI of New Delhi, NHIDCL, NEMCARE, AMTRON, etc. NIT Arunachal Pradesh did various consultancy works amounting to rupees 1.18 crore, particularly through Civil Engineering Department. Towards quality improvement, a QIP minor center was approved by AICT and few faculty development programs were conducted by various faculty members during last 1 year. Collaboration with other educational research institutes, faculty members of NIT Arunachal Pradesh, along with research scholars from various departments, participated and showcased their research activities in the Northeast Research Conclave 2022 and Assam Biotech Conclave 2022, organized by Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati, and Science and Technology and Climate Change Department, Department of Education, Government of Assam, during May 2022. I had the honor to deliver keynote lectures in Directors Dialogue in 2nd Pan-NIT Humanities and Social Science International Conference on Resilience and Transformation for Global Restructuring, organized by Malavya National Institute of Technology, Jaipur. Apart from that, I had the opportunity to give 5 different panel lectures for APCTT of UNO online during the last 1 year. The institute had a mega project on startup for appropriate technology under NECTAR and DST. Various trainings are provided under this NECTAR project are training on vermicompost, bamboo shoot and other non-timber based forest products, basic training on layer poultry farming, training on herbal tablets, capsules and syrup making, basic training on domestic wiring, repairing of electrical appliances, marketing and processing of pickles and other food products, design software for product development, bamboo-based biomass pellets, preparation and utilization of energy, a basic training on fiber extraction from banana stems, workshops, faculty development programs, seminars, etc. 21 days induction program for first-year students were organized in collaboration with Art of Living Bangalore during the last even hands-on training and other placement programs in collaboration of Buddha Institute, Itanagar and Yoga sessions, etc. Apart from that, more than 25 workshops and faculty development programs were conducted during last 1 year. Faculty members and students' achievements. Dr. Preeti Sudha Meher, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication, received the Best Project Award for Microwave Remote Sensing in Agricultural Field at Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, Dehradun, Indian Space Research Organization recently. Dr. Meher also got nomination as Women Achiever of under NIT Arunachal for Diamond Jubilee Global Alumni Meet. I congratulate her. Alumni networking, Alumni Association of the Institute is now working very actively, supporting its alma mater in various activities and also guiding students in academics. Our alumni has joined various renowned higher education institutes like IITs, IIMs, NITs, IIITs, as well as foreign universities like Gifu University, Japan, Carlston University, Sweden, etc. in last 1 year. Our alumni, Dr. Lakshmi Lingi, started joining as a scientist in the Department of Environment, Forest and Climate Change at Itanagar. Our alumnus, Dr. Umesh Gupta, in Machine Learning, received the Best Paper Award for a paper presented at International Conference on Computer and Computational Network, jointly organized by Manchester Metropolitan University, Manchester, United Kingdom, and Universal Innovators. Placement records. The Institute has produced a brilliant pool of young engineers who are working in reputed industries like Samsung, R&D, Vedanta, Oil India Limited, Bharat Electronics, to name a few. In the last academic year, a total of 114 companies conducted recruitment, mostly online, in which 98 students got placement out of 124 registered students. The percent, in terms of percentage, it is 79%. The maximum package was 20 lakhs per annum, and average was 8.35 lakhs. I congratulate all the alumni regarding their placement. This year, the scenario is far better. More than 100 students have got selected or got offer letters from at least 20 reputed companies. It is more than 85%. In the current academic session, 18 companies have completed their recruitment, and highest package is 17 lakhs per annum, and average has been 8.5 lakhs. The technical fest of the institute student conducted at Aduvedi during 16 to 17 October. In the event, many competitions such as treasure hunt, robo war, gaming competitions, quiz competitions, car racing were conducted department-wise. Participation in sports. Students participated in cricket tournament and football tournaments in Meghalaya and IIT Guwahati. Faculty members and staff participated in Arunachal Pradesh Central Government Inter-Government Departmental Cricket Tournament 2022, organized by Rajiv Gandhi University from 5th to 20th November 2022. Institute outreach activities such as National Science Day was observed during 28th of February. Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, under that program, slogan writing, poster making competitions, and popularization of Bhasha Sangam mobile app were organized several times. NIT Arunachal Pradesh is having a link with NIT Meghalaya on Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat program, and participation from both the institutes are very encouraging. Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat Club displayed cultural artifacts of Arunachal Pradesh in Northeast Research Conclave also. The club organized Indian Language Day on 11 December this year. Under Unnat Bharat Abhijan, Arunachal Pradesh has adopted 5 villages near in vicinity to the institute campus, and already institute has adopted 1 government school at Jote to teach science subjects. The classes are taken by faculty members of the institute. Under NCC, our NCC cadets attended the National Integration Camp, River Cleaning Drive at Puma River, and participated in Har Ghar Tiranga on occasion of 75th Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. This year, our BTech student Binit Kumar won the Best Cadet Award at national level, and Dr. Asut Sarkar won the Best Associate NCC Officer at national level. Congratulations to all of them. The rank ceremony for the NCC SW cadets were held at NIT Arunachal Pradesh on 15 August 2022, where 3 girl cadets will receive their rank, namely Kenbi Riba as senior under officer, Miggan Mosang as company quarter master, Parna La as corpora. National and international observations and celebration program. International Year of Millet has been conducted by Dr. Saikat Jana and his team several times. Then, NIT Arunachal Pradesh also observed Matribhasha Divas, 392nd birth anniversary of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharajji, 143rd birth anniversary of Sarojini Naidu, International Day of Women and Girls in Science, Gandhiji's Hind Swaraj, 125th birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, 159th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, 174th Mahatma Gandhi Punyatithi, International Yoga Day, etc., etc. Building up good practices, Technodoya, the bi-monthly newsletter of NIT Arunachal Pradesh, is published regularly. As of now, 5 volumes of Technodoya has been published since the year 2017, and each volume contains 6 issues. The newsletter editorial board conducted Designathon 2022 during October for generation of newsletter automatically. In-house internships was conducted by EduLife India, 2 hours civil, CSE, electronics and mechanical students from 17 August to 16 September through AICT Internet Internship Portal. Total of 77 students participated in the internship program. Idea pitching competition was conducted for BTech and MTech students in the campus, and total 14 groups of more than 32 students participated in this event. From this idea pitching event, the first, second, and third groups were selected and awarded by IIC and NIT Arunachal Pradesh. I'd like to mention that innovation contest and showcasing was jointly organized by NIT Arunachal Pradesh and Science and Engineering Research Board, along with Indian National Academy of Engineers, from 17 to 18 October 2022. Participants from various NITs and universities of Northeast region participated and showcased their innovations and prototypes. Cash rewards of rupees 50,000, 30,000 and 20,000 respectively were presented to the winners. Promotion of equal opportunity. Regular awareness programs are organized by NIT Arunachal Pradesh to disseminate gender awareness issues. Program on Women Pakhwara was conducted on the occasion of International Day of Elimination of Violence Against Women. Student societies and clubs. Several student societies and clubs have been established under various departments and cells for student-faculty engagement. These very clubs and societies are promoting talent and providing to be enabling platform for all of us. To conclude, I must mention that fund sanctioned from the ministry for the last year to the institute was rupees 133.33 crores. Last but not the least, once again, I'll congratulate the graduating students upon the successful completion of their academic courses at NIT Arunachal Pradesh. Being a teacher and a mentor, we all hope with expectation that the students with their hard-earned degrees will grow professionally in their chosen area and contribute for making our country strong and self-reliant in all fields. I wish them all success in their future endeavor and hope they will make NIT Arunachal Pradesh proud for being their alma mater. Jai Hind. Thank you. Namaskar.
The chief guest of the 9th convocation is Professor Dhirendranath Buragohai, former director, Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati. Professor Dhirendranath Buragohai joined IIT Bombay in 1959 and obtained BTech honors in civil engineering in 1963, MTech structures in the year 1965, and PhD in 1969 from IIT Bombay. He did postdoctoral research in University of Wales, Swansea in the UK during 1973-74. Joined as the Faculty of Civil Engineering in IIT Bombay in 1968 and worked there till 1994, becoming Professor of Civil Engineering in 1978, then Dean of Planning and then Head of the Department at IIT Bombay. Professor came back to Guwahati in February 1994 as Project Director at IIT Guwahati, Assam Society, to set up the 6th Indian Institute of Technology at Guwahati and the first fully indigenous IIT of the country. Served as the founder director of IIT Guwahati from July 1994 till his superannuation in 2003. Professor has been awarded with the KKB National Award for Science and Technology for 2006, instituted by the Kamal Kumari Barua Foundation, Kolkata, the Distinguished Alumni Award of Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay in its Golden Jubilee year 2008-2009, featured under the caption Engineering Legends of India by the Projects Monitor magazine, February 2013, Doctor of Letters, honorees of COSET by National Institute of Technology, Meghalaya in 2021, Doctor of Science, honoris causa by Guwahati University, Guwahati in 2022. He has served in various capacities as members, Scientific Advisor Committee to the Cabinet, Government of India during 1998-22, member Board of Management of all the central universities in the Northeast, including Nehu, Assam University, Silchar, Tezpur University, Mizoram University, Manipur University, Nagaland University. Member, State Innovation and Transformation Ayog, SITA, Government of Assam, during 2017 to 2020-21. Advisor, Structural Engineering Specialist in the DDF, AKD and JV project on National Seismic Risk Mitigation Program under the aegis of National Disaster Management Authority 2021. Currently, Professor D.N. Buragohai is Chancellor of Nagaland Central University since 2012, Chairman Board of Governors, Jorhat Institute of Science and Technology since 2018, and Member Executive Council, National Law University and Judicial Academy, Assam since 2009. May I now request our Chief Guest, Professor Dhirendranath Buragohai sir, to please come forward and deliver the convocation address.
Professor Pinakeshwar Mahanta, the officiating Chairman of the Board of Governors of NIT Arunachal Pradesh, and also the Director of the Institute, members of the Board of Governors, members of the Senate of the Institute, members of faculty and staff, graduating students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to be here today on this occasion of the 9th convocation of the Institute, and I thank the Director and the Board of Governors of the Institute for giving me this opportunity to address the graduating students of the Institute on this important day of their lives. I deem it an honor and a privilege for me to be here on this occasion. I start by my heartiest congratulations to all the graduating students who will be receiving their degree certificates today, and I wish you a bright future and success in all your endeavors in the future. You must realize that you are fortunate that you have been born in an era in which, at the present age, at the present period, you are getting an opportunity to explore the horizons of knowledge with newfound confidence and opportunities that were never present before. You are also fortunate that you have received your education in an institute of national importance. There are not many who are fortunate enough in our country to receive higher education, let alone engineering education. You are fortunate to be born at this era because India is in a state of reawakening for centuries-old slumber of slavery and being dictated by people of other countries and telling us what to do and what not to do. I have often wondered why in our country, till a few years ago, and even now, to a certain extent, we have been told by others to do and been dictated by others in all spheres of our activities. We have never found the confidence to do what we think is important for us, and we think a particular task is important, or a particular research is important, or a particular idea is important only when in the West they say and congratulate us and tell us this is what we should do. We have never bothered to ask why they should be so interested in our welfare when we are not ourselves interested in our welfare. Even in things which we import from them, which we borrow from them, we have never thought that they will be only giving a second priority to our interest, not the first priority. When they learn something, some technology, some equipment, or whatever it is, it will never be their first-rate, first-quality ideas or technologies, because they will not like other countries to be coming up and be equal to them. So we have to protect our own interest, and we have to find out what is best for us, and then work towards it. It will not be easy, it will be quite difficult, but then if we do not try, we will never be successful in doing anything. When I went up to the reception desk yesterday in the hotel here, Arunachal Pradesh, I noticed a small placard at the back of the room which says, "Winners are not those who have never failed, but those who never quit." That is what always distinguishes the winners from the failures. We are able to take up a challenging task or any work because we are afraid that we might fail. No innovators, no inventors, no big industrialist can emphatically say that he has never failed. Edison, the Thomas Alva Edison, the great inventor, once said, "I know 1,000 ways of failing before I can discover something, before I can be successful." So it is that particular spirit that we have to imbibe in ourselves, particularly those who are fortunate to receive their technical degrees, technical education. When they go out to the world, they have to apply those principles and then take up the challenges that they face in the outside world. When I came first back to Guwahati in 1994 to set up the institute, IIT at Guwahati, I asked some of my colleagues who were handling the joint entrance examination, how many people from this region, the Northeast, appeared for the examination. I was surprised when I was told that only about 200 students appeared for JEE from the entire Northeast, whereas about 10,000 people appeared for the examination from Patna alone. So it really intrigued me, and so I made it a point to ask whenever I met a class 12 student, higher secondary student, who are the likely prospective candidates for JEE, why they were not appearing for JEE. And the common response was that JEE was too difficult, and there was no point in trying to attempting it, whereas they could sit for the joint admission test of the Assam state, and then get a seat. Either, if they do very well, then they could go to a regional engineering college, which were NIT, now it has become NIT, or in the state colleges. So even if you don't even try, how can you do anything? If you give up before trying, then you can never hope to be successful. In our childhood, we read a poem, most of you must have read, an English poem, Persevere. That if you stand at the foot of the mountains and gaze at the mountain, you will never climb it. How enormous the task is, if you're overwhelmed by the enormity of the task that you have to do, you have to undertake, then you'll never do it. So you have to go step by step, however difficult the task is. Like they say in cricket, for example, session by session, ball by ball, you try to build up the innings, not try to attempt and get the final score at one go. It will never happen. You'll stumble somewhere. But that scenario has now completely changed, because we have many examples of achievements of the Indian engineers, the present-day Indian engineers, technologists, who have changed that image of India, and people outside have come to recognize that we really can do something if we want to. There's some recent examples which are very commonly quoted, which showed whether we can do something spectacular or not. So one of the examples that I recall is the Sikkim earthquake in 2011, when the road communication to the capital was completely broken down. And many people, our people consulted experts from abroad, and they said the minimum time that would require to rectify and establish the communication, road communication, will be about 6 weeks. We could not delay the work, we could not wait for 6 weeks, so we entrusted the work to our border roads organization. And they completed the task, do you know in what time? Within 20 hours. So where is 20 hours and what is 6 weeks? So unless we try to find out the limits of our abilities, we will not never realize what we want to do. The second example is, I think it is about 2013 or something, when India promised to generate about 2,200 gigawatts of solar power by 2022. The task was achieved in 2017, 5 years ahead of time. In 2012, the country's electricity grid collapsed, and the people abroad, they were laughing at us, they scoffing at us. Then our own engineers, when they set to work, they corrected the fault and established the connection, the grid, within a few hours. So that is our capability, those are our capacities. That is what we can do if we try to do. It has never happened that when you want to do something and put your heart and soul into it, you will never succeed. Nobody can stop you. So that is the attitude that you have to have when you go out to the world and face the tasks that you are assigned to. It is not that always you will be able to pursue the field or the works where your heart is. Sometimes you, out of duty, you have to do something which you are told to do. But once you go deeper into it, you develop your interest in that. And that interest will lead you to success. The point is, you have to always follow your heart. If you follow your heart, you find a lot of zeal and a lot of courage to pursue things. And even if you work 24 hours a day, you will not feel fatigued. So that is, follow your heart. Doesn't matter what field it is. It may be an engineer, you have done your degree in a particular field. But if your heart says, follow this field, go there, you will succeed. And of course, you have to be fully dedicated, fully devoted to your task, what is in front of you. Even ordinary people have been able to do and produce spectacular results when they have to do something. You take the case of, you must have read in the news or internet or whatever it is, the case of Bipin Kadam of Goa. He studied only up to class 10 in school. Then he was poor enough not to be able to pursue higher studies, so he worked as a helper in a manufacturing company. And because he was a good worker, he rose up to be a CNC operator in the company. Unfortunately, he had a differently able daughter. By that time, he was about, recently, she was about 14 years old, who could not feed herself. His wife was ailing, so it was not possible for his wife also to feed her daughter always in time. He tried to find out whether any mechanical apparatus, equipment, a robot is available locally or internationally anywhere who could feed his daughter on voice commands. So he started working on it. He did not have any engineering degree. He did not know anything about robotics. He did not know how to program or write a software. Then he studied from the internet. He will go to work, come back, and devote all his time on the internet to studying how to build a robot, how to write a software. And at the end of 2 years, he built a robot from ice cream tins and bottles and things like that, because he could not afford good quality or the raw materials that are really needed. He wrote a software which allowed the robot to feed his daughter on 15 different voice commands. There will be plates on that, and on voice commands, whatever his daughter says, give me this, that robot will pick up that particular plate of food and give it to his daughter. He did it. Now, how could an ordinary person who did not have any background of engineering, technology, robotics, software writing, nothing, how he could do that? It is because he was pushed back to the wall. He had his back to the wall, and he had nowhere to go. So he fought back. And with indomitable spirit of never giving up, he succeeded. Which means that each one of you, each one of us, can do something if we really want to do it. There's nothing impossible. Like, a senior executive of Sony Corporation once said, the difficult we do immediately. The impossible takes a little longer. It is only a question of time. It is impossible at the time, but we will take a bit longer, but we will achieve it. But if it is difficult, we'll try to do it immediately. That is what it is. Never giving up, never saying that I won't be able to do it. I was reading to the director's report and saw this thing. One is Institute, I think, Innovation Council or something, the formation of that. The other is idea pitching competition. New ideas are thrown up. Who can throw a better idea? It is always that we do not know what to do. We want to do something, but where we should devote our time. how can we do something maybe quite ordinary, but still it helps us, makes things easier for us. The innovative mind will immediately locate where he should do it. Ordinary thing can be there. And after he does it, we always think, oh, it is so simple. But doing it, that idea of doing it never occurred to us. A mind which is innovative will notice that where something more can be added to make it more useful, where something is lacking and needs to be developed. And that is why you will find that more often than not, it is not the trained engineers and technologists who come up with innovative skills. It is those people who are not properly trained, ordinary people, who come up with these innovative skills. And there are examples galore, right from school students to college students to engineering students. Recently, I met one friend, of course, you must be all knowing the former chairman of AICT, Professor Sarvude. I was discussing with him, as people get older, senior people generally have a problem. If they sit down for a long time, there's a swelling in the leg, in their feet. That is a lack of blood circulation. So even when you travel in the airlines, and if you have the distances long, you have to sit for several hours, they will advise you that you should also rotate your feet around your ankle to keep the blood moving, otherwise it will be swelling, it will be there. Engineering students at Pune Engineering College, the College of Engineering Pune, came up with a very simple solution, a machine where you put when you sit on a table or do something, you put both the feet on that machine and they will go just this movement and this movement. It's a very simple thing. And it helps you. And if you do that, whenever you sit down for anywhere longer, you will never have the swelling. Such a simple thing, not difficult to make, but they thought about it. That is innovation. That reminds me of an interview which appeared in the February edition of London edition of Reader's Digest, way back in 1985. Because in 1970s, Sony Corporation was making waves, creating waves of new innovations every time, right from the videos to, watch what we call, Walkman, Watchman, and whatnot, all those things. So the co-founder of Sony Corporation, Akio Morita, was asked in the interview, how is it possible that your company comes out with these new innovations, new discoveries, inventions, every year after year? And what he said is true and very simple. He said, I have, of course, lots of engineers, scientists, technologists, technicians, everything, but also have people, I have employed people who are not trained in the traditional way on science and engineering. But they have a mind of their own, and they know what they want. They visualize the future. They know what can be useful, and they throw up those ideas. Once those ideas are accepted by us, then our technicians, engineers, scientists, they start working on it. And that is how the new products come out. So what happens is that when you are trained in an engineering course or whatever we have been studying, and if we go on thinking of the same way, our mind gets into a rut. We are not able to come out of that. It is only when you can come out of the ordinary thinking, out of this routine, then you can think about something completely new. And it is those people who can think that way who makes spectacular discoveries, inventions, and change the way the world works. One scientist in Apple industry, he said, just one sentence, and he summed it up. So I don't know who discovered water, but it was definitely not a fish. Fish being in the water, he will never discover water. It will be somebody from outside who will say, oh, this is water. The fish will never know even that it is water. So it is like that. So I'm digressing a bit, but so continuing on that, There's one famous quote which was on the table of Robert Kennedy, brother of John Kennedy, who was the US president. It was a quote from George Bernard Shaw's Back to Methuselah, published in 1925, almost a century ago. There was one sentence: you see things and you ask why. I dream of things that never were, and I ask why not. This is the difference. Somebody who changes the face of the world, and people like us who accept whatever we are given. That is what it is. There are, however, two things apart from this innovation in one thing, innovative ideas. The other thing is the quality in our products. Whenever we venture into something new, in India at least, quality is the biggest commodity which we don't see in products that we produce. And because of that, we are not able to capture anything or make headway anywhere in the world market. Countries like Vietnam or even Bangladesh, they sell more products than we sell in the world market, particularly for apparels, for example. You go to any market, supermarket abroad, you will find all the shirts, trousers, dresses, things, and all this, all made in Vietnam, made in Bangladesh, made in Venezuela, all other countries, third world countries. But you will hardly see anything except maybe towels and bed sheets. You will not see any products from India in that. That is why, because even after given the opportunity, when we try to export our products abroad, we lack that basic intelligence that those products should be able to meet the standards of quality set up by those industries. Because once your name goes down, you are blacklisted, it's very difficult to come back. You must have read in the newspapers very recently, last year, for example, some of our pharmaceutical companies were banned by some I think it was Nigeria or somewhere, the African countries, because their products, the drugs they produced, the medicines they sold were not up to the standard. It's not that they cannot produce, but they don't care to see that these standards are met. This is the problem. But it is not also that our people, particularly common people, common artisans, are not good in maintaining quality. Otherwise, how could we have made all those beautiful temples with sculptures and things like Taj Mahal or Meenakshi Temple or all those? How could we have made those beautiful things if that quality was not a hallmark of our workmen? I would like to quote two examples of excellence and quality in people. One is an example I have cited here. I got it in a WhatsApp message from Prabhakar Devdhar. He was the chairman, founder, and chairman of Applab, electronics equipment company who used to supply equipment to industry and even to engineering institutions. He visited Agra in the 1971, that is what he wrote, when construction was going on for the Lakshminarayan temple there in Agra. And one old sculptor was carving out a statue to be put on, it was an 80 centimeter long, high statue, which was put on a 5-meter high pedestal at one corner of the temple. It was almost in the finishing touches. He was giving the finishing touches. Then the group of visitors were there. There were some ladies, and one lady accidentally dropped her heavy handbag. And that distraction caused him to chip off a bit from the nose. He did not say anything. He just put aside that statue, picked up another piece of stone, and started carving there. So this person asked him, no, why are you putting that aside? He said, no, this has been damaged. This small chip nick in the nose. I want to make a new one. He said, you are putting it up on a 5-meter high pedestal. Nobody will notice it. And then the sculptor, the old workman, looked up and said in Hindi, Sahab, I have seen it. That is the spirit of excellence. You are not doing things nicely, well, and perfectly to satisfy others. You are doing it for your own satisfaction. There is an inner spirit in you which you never lose because you want to see that things are done properly. You don't have to satisfy others. Success is decided by others. Satisfaction is decided by yourself. That is what it is. A workman, an engineer, or whoever is in the field working, if he is satisfied only when the work is perfect, work is to his satisfaction, then it will be always good. If somebody does a work because he has to just do it to earn money, it will never be good. It will be always defective. I have seen, the furniture polishers, they will go on polishing for days, polish once, again put in the sun, again they will sandpaper and polish again. Sometimes I feel like telling, why are you doing it again and again? But they are doing it not for my satisfaction, they are doing it there for own satisfaction. They know when this thing is over or when the thing is not over. So that is what this thing is. Generally, our products are such a stigma that once Duke of Edinburgh said, because he just saw something which was very shoddy and not properly done. So he commented, this must have been done by an Indian worker. And of course, he was heavily criticized, but it is so true. That is how it is. And we have to do something to remove that stigma from our products. The other story I'm going to cite is one about quality consciousness. And you all know how Japanese people, how Japanese workers are, how dedicated they are to their work. Once an US firm placed an order on a Japanese firm for some engineering products and saying that only 10% defects will be allowed. In their supply, only 10% defective products will be allowed. The problem is Japanese do not know English, understand English very well. So when they supplied the products to the company in US, when they opened, they found out in that consignment there were 2 packets. One is a big packet, another is a smaller packet. In big packet they opened, all the quantities they ordered in perfect condition, perfect quality, they were there. On the smaller packet, it was labeled defective products. And 10% of those quantity which was in the bigger packet were in the smaller packet. See, Japanese had to take extra effort to make the defective products. And they packaged it separately and supplied because they thought that is a condition of the order. They also must supply defective products, 10% defective products. So they did not show 80% and 20% or 90% and 10%, but whole 100% quality products and 10% defective products produced separately with extra effort. So this is the consciousness about quality. You don't accept anything below standard, below quality. If it is a product is ordered, if it is to be made, it has to be of quality. There is nothing like substandard. Substandard means reject. Throw it out. Don't get you to go to the market and seconds. You buy a lot of seconds here in our Indian markets. There's nothing like seconds. It's only all first rate. That is what it is. You, the Bombay market, you go Fashion Street, there'll be all these seconds rejected for export, all available. Now, of course, it sells like anything, and they make a huge amount of money out of it. So, my appeal to all the graduating students, in fact, to everybody, is that whatever we do, we follow our heart and soul, put our heart and soul into it, and never accept defeat or never entertain a thought of quitting the work. Challenges will be there. In future, there will be many more problems. Some of the problems you cannot even imagine because those type of problems don't exist. When our world, our cities develop, more and more, newer and newer problems will come up, which we cannot even imagine now. Even now we have seen how as the cities grow, how the traffic problem is there. We have never imagined. We had made road which are only 1 car, 2 car can passes side by side. Never thought that so many cars would be on the road. Every day 10,000 roads in the streets in Assam alone. That was not imaginable. But we have to solve those problems. So there are many more problems of which we cannot even imagine now, which do not exist now. And to solve those problems, you will also have to use technologies which we don't even know of now. Those technologies don't exist. But when the problems come up, as we face the problems, we'll have to develop those newer technologies. And you have to develop them. It does not come from heaven. There's solid technology there. And we expect some foreign country to develop the technology and sell to us. We have to develop ourselves. We have to be independent. We cannot always rely on others, though it is very simple. And that is how we can solve the problems and take our country forward and put in the forefront of the leading countries of the world. It's very easy to depend on others. That is what we have been doing all the time, because we don't have to think. Others will think for us and tell us what to do, and we just follow. There's nothing more peaceful than that. When we try to do things ourselves, then we have the responsibility, accountability, lot of headaches, because we don't know what to do, but we have to do it ourselves. There is nobody else to tell us how to do. We have to develop that skill, that ability, that confidence in ourselves when we face problems, when we try to solve it. That is why we expect from the new generation of engineers and technologists who will help build this country. And that is what I expect of you. Nothing like sitting back and not knowing what to do. Very interesting story. Once I met a gentleman, quite expressive in his things. Some agitation was going on in the country. I asked him, what do you think of it? How do you think it can be solved? So why should I think? Government will do it. But he is a part of the agitation. He was agitating. He doesn't know what he wants. He was joining the agitation and expects the government to do something, and when the government does something, he still agitates. Because that is his, he likes it, he enjoys it, but does not take the trouble of thinking out what could be the possible solution. I mean, not even able to suggest what he thinks is possible for a solution. You don't know what you want, and then you agitate. I want this is not acceptable. If it is not acceptable, tell what is acceptable to you. You don't do that, because it is much easier to protest, to agitate, to criticize. Not constructive criticism, but destructive criticism. So easy. Let others face the music. You don't. You just enjoy sitting like you enjoy a television show. That is what it is. That we do not expect from the future generation. We want you to be taking part in solving problems. So anyway, I must conclude now. And now, I just want to remind you once. See, I firmly believe that we deserve the society that we live in. And we would not have in this society. This is, whatever society we are living in, we deserve it. That is why we are living in that society. If it is not what we want, then we must do something to change it. First, change our surroundings, then go to the neighborhood, then go to the town, go to the country. Since we accept it, we choose to live in it as it is, that means you deserve it, even if it is a rotten society. So don't do that. If we don't want to, you want a society where you want the standard of living to be improved, your surroundings to be improved, then start from your own home, your surroundings, your neighborhood, your town, your country, to improve it. And even if you improve your own surroundings, and if everybody in the neighborhood improve their own surroundings, the whole thing will be better. Your standards of living will be better. So don't expect the government to do for you what you want unless you do yourself. So we owe it to our society to give it back to our society what we want from it. Then we'll be always living in a society which we have been always dreaming of. That is what we should try to do in future. Because whatever we are today, whatever you are today, it is your society, your parents first, your friends, your members of your family, other members of society, people you have come into contact, whom you know personally or don't know, who have shaped your life. Particularly your parents have guided you through your formative years and brought you to a position where you can be in an institute of national importance and study whatever profession you are choosing and do something. So you owe it all of them. We should never forget that. And given the correct attitude that I've been telling you or speaking about, you will be always able to do it. So we do not sit back and relax after getting our degrees, but when we go out into the world, we try to change that world the way it should be, the way you think it should be. That will be the greatest reward that you will get for your own satisfaction as well as for the country. So I once again congratulate you all for having completed your studies and getting your degrees, and hope that you will be able to go forward, will be successful. Successful does not mean not failing, but instead of even if you fail in your attempt, you will be successful because you will not quit it. That is what the winners are all about. You never quit. So thank you, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. The guest of honor of 9th Convocation is Professor Rajat Gupta, Director in charge National Institute of Technology, Silchar. A national scholarship holder and a PhD from IIT Delhi, Professor Gupta, 1959 born, has been a professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at NIT Silchar since 1996. Presently, he is a professor, hack, and a president of IIC NIT Silchar. In between, he served as a director of NIT Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir, NIT Mizoram, and NIT Silchar. He has produced 14 PhDs and many MTech students. Presently, 6 PhD scholars are working under him. He has published more than 200 papers in national and international journals and conferences. He chaired many conferences in India and abroad and delivered keynote addresses. His research areas include, among others, thermofluids, non-conventional energy, CFD, etc. He was bestowed with many awards like Education Leadership Award, Rajiv Gandhi Education Excellence Award, Eminent Engineering Personality by IEI. He also served as a chairman, Mizoram State Center of Institute of Engineers, India. Sir, please deliver your address, sir. Thank you.
Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Dhirendranath Boraguhai, sir, Madam Boraguhai, respected Director of NIT Arunachal Pradesh, Professor Mahanta, Madam Mahanta, distinguished guests, members of the Board of Governors and Senate, degree recipients, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and namaskar to all of you. Convocation, I am a strong believer, is that the greatest festival of any academic institution. This is our mandir, this is our masjid, this is our church. When I got a call from Professor Mahanta inviting me to be there in the 9th Convocation of NIT Arunachal Pradesh, I was delighted because this is the first time I'm addressing in any convocation. Otherwise, I conducted many convocations because of the director of 3 NITs. So I thank Professor Mahanta for giving me this opportunity. I am honored, NIT Silchar is honored. Dear degree recipients, I congratulate you all on this occasion. And I also congratulate the parents. You are in the hybrid mode product. You joined in 2018, and this 2022, you passed out. In between, you faced this pandemic situation. And in this pandemic situation, we all faced many challenges, but we could overcome all these challenges, and you are here overcoming these challenges, getting the degrees today. This is a great achievement for you all. When I talk about NIT Arunachal Pradesh, I am associated with this institute for many years in different capacities. I am extremely delighted and happy to note that NIT Arunachal is progressing day by day under the dynamic leadership of Professor Mahanta. He is a silent worker. I know him personally. Getting ranking in the NIRF, National Institute Ranking Framework, for a new institute is not a matter of joke. So when the ranking is around 160 or 171, the credit goes to the director and his team. I know the difficulties of new institute because I was also the director of a new institute like NIT Arunachal. Getting into the campus itself is a challenge. And Professor Mahanta is able to shift from the temporary campus to the permanent campus is a big, big achievement. Although I know that there are many difficulties and the roads are also a bit, but this is all temporary. So, my dear graduating students, you are in a phase, I should say, in the language of fluid mechanics. Still, you are the students. You are in the laminar flow stage. Now, you are in the transition period, and you'll be facing the turbulent phase, the real life world. And I'm sure you are competent enough to handle the real life situation. In our new education policy, 2020, the main emphasis is given for holistic development. I am a firm believer of this, that every student has got some capacities. He may not be a 10-pointer, and 10-pointer may not define the life of a student. So it is our responsibility, when I say it is our responsibility, means it is the responsibility of the teachers to find out the qualities of the student for one-to-one interaction. Is a great challenge. Secondly, another challenge, I'm just sharing my thoughts, is that now, as a teacher, often we get the complaints that very few students attend the classes. Teachers have never been challenged the way they are challenged now. I'll tell you why. Because all the information available to the students, then if everything is available to the students, then why they will attend the class? Now, as a teacher, if I go to the class and ask that how many wheels are there in a vehicle, the next day I'll see the class empty. But if I say that why there are 4 wheels in a vehicle, possibly the next class will be full. So this is a challenge for us, we teachers, that we have to have some creativity in our teaching learning process. For students, you are also challenged because what you have learned today, there is a shelf life. Continuous learning, lifelong learning should be the mantra. And in our new education policy also, this has been highlighted, that Atmanirbhar Bharat, or self-reliant India, through you only. You are the 21st century generation. And this is only possible to make India self-reliant if you are not the job seekers, but job providers. In that case, you have to have your innovative minds. As I said in my opening remarks, that 10 pointers should not define the life. So, the innovation and entrepreneurship have become a mantra of our life. And I'm very happy to see that NIT Arunachal is moving to the right direction to encourage the students of this institute for these innovation and entrepreneurship activities. Another point I'd like to highlight is that the Alumni Connect. Being the director of the oldest REC, that REC Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir, now NIT, established in 1960, I conducted the first alumni meet once at NIT Srinagar and that another one at Delhi. And I could find that the alumni of that particular institute are spread over across the globe, and they are in a position to influence, even at the level of chief secretary. Similarly, recently, I was in Delhi for alumni meet of NIT Silchar. That is also a very old institute in the sense that established in 1977. And I could interact with some of my students. And I am so happy that my students, our students, are across the globe. And in one occasion, just during the lunch time, one student said, "Sir, my office is in Zurich." I said, "Recently I visited Vienna, Austria. I could not go to Switzerland. Next time I'll go to Zurich, to your office to visit the Switzerland." Why I mention these two is that NIT Arunachal Pradesh, established in 2010. Now, this Alumni Connect is extremely important. So I appeal to my graduating students that make it a point to have immense connection with the alumni, and one day you'll also with the leaders of the globe. I'm sure about it. One more thing I would like to say is that whatever you learned, the most important part is the lifelong learning. Now, you'll be facing a lot of ambiguity, volatility in future. In one of the convocation addresses, the NESCOM president, Madam Devjani Ghosh, what she quoted, I would like to share this quote. I read this while traveling in the flight in a newspaper. I thought it's worth mentioning here. She mentioned like this, I quote, "Uncertainty, volatility, ambiguity, these are the only certainty that you will have. The skills that you need will constantly change. Your ability to deal with ambiguity and uncertainty is going to become your biggest competitive advantage. And therefore, one of the skills I have learned is to step out of my comfort zone and become comfortable with the uncomfortable." My dear students, once again, I congratulate you all on this occasion. I congratulate your parents. And one more thing, as I said, is that the learning is the lifelong learning. Means what I want to say in one word is that if we are properly educated, that who is one? The only person who is educated is the one who has learned how to learn and change. So with these few words, I wish you good luck in your future endeavor. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we like to move with the degree, and we start first with the presentation of the PhD degree. The Dean Academic Affairs will present the PhD degree recipient, and the Chairman Senate will confer the degrees.
I present to you, sir, 10 PhD scholars who have completed the prescribed course of study and have been found fit for the award of their respective degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, and pray that they be admitted. Sagar Bhattarai. Arvind Sharma. Sanjeev Kumar Das. Lakshmi Lingi. Shashank Avasti. Baranya Vikas Hajarika. L. Gino. Umesh Gupta. Ingudam Chitrasen Meti. Priyaranjan Viswal.
All recipients of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, please rise for admitting degree by the Chairman Senate.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chairman of Senate, I admit you all, including those in absentia, to your respective degrees of Doctor of Philosophy of the Institute and charge you to be worthy of the same.
Thank you, sir. Now, we move on the presentation of MTech degrees. The Dean of Academic will present the MTech degrees and the Chairman Senate will confer the same. For that, I would like to call the HOD CSE for the names of the MTech degree recipient in the Computer Science and Engineering.
I present to you, sir, the MTech students, including those in absentia, who have completed the prescribed course of study and have been found fit for the award of their respective degrees of Master of Technology, and pray that they be admitted.
The head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering is requested to call the names of the MTech degree recipients in Computer Science and Engineering.
Liagi Khambyo, Samrika Dubey, Ishan Ayush, Domum Carlo, Sriparna Das, Rashmi Shuman, Kishan Haldar, Ravindra Jadeja, Ravindra Kotial, Junjyoti Deka, J. Sri Harsha, Akash Kumar Anand, Somya Upadhyay, Satvir Singh.
The head of the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering is requested to call the names of the MTech degree recipients in VLSI.
Anu Singh, Anu Singh, Aditya Roy, Dheeraj Singh, Debraj Pegu, भूपेंद्र कुमार प्रभाकर, जसंतिया जरवा, अर्नब बनर्जी, आस्था यादव, पंकज यादव, विजय प्रताप यादव.
The head of the Department of Electrical Engineering is requested to call the names of MTech degree recipients in RIM.
Ravi Ranjan Kumar, Mahendra Patwa, Chinmay Bhattacharya, Swaraj Sharma, Nila Bera, Sachin GM, Aviru Roy, Amrito Debnath, Dibyendu Bhattacharjee, Suraj C, Jyotirmay Samanta, Subhashri Samadar, Biraj Bora.
Now, head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering is requested to call the names of MTech degree recipient in Fluid and Thermal Engineering.
Manavjyoti Datta, Kritika Patwari, Pranesh Kumar Singh, G. Shai Krishna, Naboshi Mohanta, Mohammad Karim, N. Rahul, Nishant Ranjan, Sandeep Kumar Nigam, Rahul Pache.
All recipients of the degree of Master of Technology, please rise for admitting degree by the Chairman, Senate.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chairman, Senate, I admit you all, including those in absentia, to your respective degrees of Master of Technology of the Institute and charge you to be worthy of the same.
We now move on the presentation of BTech degrees. The Dean of Academic will present all the BTech degrees.
I present to you, sir, all BTech students, including those in absentia, who have completed the prescribed course of study and have been found fit for the award of their respective degrees of Bachelor of Technology and pray that they be admitted.
The head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering is requested to call the names of the BTech degree recipients in Computer Science and Engineering.
Jayesh Gupta, Bhushan Cheek Barik, Alisha Gupta, Kemen Tolum, Jampani Ramdevi, Pranchal Agarwal, Anish Kumar Nirala, Saurabh Garg Chetri, Bajamso Kri, Shubham Das, Ayush Surya Prakash K, Gyamar Mema, Sukarna Krishna Teja, A. Sujit, Nagavat Arvind, Chandra Mohan Murmu, Sarthak Gupta, Shubham Singh, Dhiren Sothia, R. Praneet Kulwant, Techi Takar, Satish Kumar, Sam Sundar Prasad, Mahesh Kumar Meena, Amit Yadav, Kavya Ala, Manikant Kumar, Kaikiri Timung, Anurag Anand, Anish Kumar Misra.
The head of the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering is requested to call the names of the BTech degree recipients in Electronics and Communication Engineering.
Sugana Mohan Krishna, Manjay Poddar, Pallavi Roy, Swatantra Pal, Rupesh Raj, Simran Kumari, Shobhit Misra, Mohit Kumar, Chika Mallika, Utukuru Ravi Shankar, Pisesti Ashish, Arun Kumar Rajak, Banavat Mantru Mahesh Nayak, Banavatu Uday Tej Ram Vinayak, Guglutu Suman, Siddharth Anand, Sunil Hasda, Jarupala Kartik.
The head of the Department of Electrical Engineering is requested to call the names of the BTech degree recipients in electrical engineering.
Faiz Ahmed, Raj Ranjan Gupta, Biabang Kania, Vikash Kumar, Sagar Chaudhary, Sushant Mishra, Lika Jikum, Lika Tako, Jeremiah Lamgu, Pasang Chaling, Pebin Diru, Akash, Sonu, Manish Kumar Gupta, Take Tamar, Bamin Diming, Rajkumar Meena, Lika Nem, Govil Kaman, Gokar Pode, Vimal Chandra Rajput, Danny John, Tanveer Kumar, Saurabh Kumar.
The head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering is requested to call the names of the degree recipients in Mechanical Engineering.
Anurag Pathak, Suchitra Kumar Mandal, Rajanikant Kumar, Ujjwal Kumar, Pooja, Dham Singh Meena, Sumit Kumar, Reddy Bhargav, Prodom Soni, Proni Kumar, Mintu Kumar Shaw, Suman Saurav, Shivam Jadhav, Narendra Singh, Anurag Rajput, Vaibhavi R. Prabhu, Sudhanshu Kumar, Amit Meder, MP Apum, Kaman Payum, Sapnil Tiria, Pinjam Mite, Akshay Kumar Meena, Deepak Bandara, K. Jayaram, A.B. Joseph Biju.
Now, the head of the Department of Civil Engineering is requested to call the names of BTech degree recipient in Civil Engineering.
Bengia Luya, Bengia Tacham, Biru Singh Chaudhary, Chetaki Sonam, Galu Ether, K. Vinay, Mihin Rinya, Nabam Tadar, Sanyanso Tayang, Tadar Takum, Aditya Pandey, Krindan Krishnan, Nitish Kumar, Sunil Yadav, Julie Bharti, Manish Kumar, Rupam Kumari. Mehmak Jokhyo, Rathod Akash, Taba Rojik, Umesh, Manikanta, Jaswant Kumar.
The head of the Department of Biotechnology is requested to call the names of BTech degree recipients in biotechnology.
Kurakulla Anusha, Avanti Chaudhary, Kolimarla Gitanjali, Somya Bharti, Vikas Kumar, Rajiv Kumar, Nyardi Dakpe, Manem Venkatesh, Jorupula Mahendra, Momita Duloy, Lukka Naga Anka Kishore, Dinesh R, Yuvraj P, Suraj Das.
The head of the Department of Chemical Engineering is requested to call the names of BTech degree recipients in chemical engineering.
Sachin Kumar Thakur, Rajiv Kumar Thakur, Amonillah Mansuri, Monish Kumar Singh, Sagar Kumar, Ranjan Kumar, Banod Srinivas, Saurabh Kumar Meena, Subhankit, Toku Taning.
HOD Civil Engineering is requested to please read the name of one student.
Gautam Singh,
All recipients of degree of Bachelor of Technology, please raise for admitting the degree by the Chairman Senate.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chairman Senate, I admit you all, including those in absentia, to your respective degrees of Bachelor of Technology of the Institute and charge you to be worthy of the same.
We now move on to the presentation of medals. The registrar will announce the award of Chairman's Gold Medal. The chief guest, Professor Dhirendranath Buragohai sir, is kindly requested to present the medal.
Chairman Gold Medal, Suchitra Kumar Mandal, Mechanical Engineering. Student present online receiving Chairman's Gold Medal, Navarsi Mohanto, Department of Fluids and Thermal Engineering.
the award of Institute Medal. The Registrar will now announce the winners of Institute Gold Medal. The guest of honor, Professor Rajat Gupta sir, is requested to present the medals.
Anish Kumar Nirala, Computer Science and Engineering. Pallavi Roy. Manish Kumar Gupta. Susita Kumar Mandal, Mechanical Engineering. Gautam Singh, Civil Engineering. Kurakula Anusa, Biotechnology. Rajiv Kumar Thakur, Chemical Engineering. MTech students receiving Institute Gold Medal. Ishan Ayush, Computer Science and Engineering. Aditi Roy, VLSI Design and Embedded Systems. Sosin GM, Renewable Energy and Energy Management. Now, student present online receiving Institute Gold Medal, Navarsi Mohanto, Fluids and Thermal Engineering.
All graduates will now stand up and take the pledge.
I, Suchitra Kumar Mandal, a graduate of the National Institute of Technology, Arunachal Pradesh, hereby pledge that I shall always endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of my duties. I shall utilize my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability for the service of society and of the country and for the glory of the institute. In all circumstances, I shall uphold the dignity of the individual and the integrity of my profession.
Now we are moving towards the closing of this ceremony. The Chairman, Board of Governors, is requested to formally declare the closing of the convocation.
I declare the convocation closed.
Now the national anthem will be sung. You are requested to stand up and not leave your place till all the members of the academic procession have left the hall.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Please keep silence. All of you must stand and please keep silence. All the members of the audience are requested to proceed for lunch arranged in the dining hall. The organizing committee wishes to thank to you for your esteemed presence. Thank you.
Gautam Singh, Civil, BTech Civil Engineering, Gautam Singh, Julie Bharti, Manish Kumar and Rupam Kumari. Kindly come onto the stage, please. Gautam Singh, Julie Bharti, Manish Kumar and Rupam Kumari. Kindly come on the dais, please. Civil, Gautam Singh, Julie Bharti, Manish Kumar and Rupam Kumari. Kindly come on the dais, please.
The student, please listen carefully. This announcement related to transportation. So those who will be leaving tonight by train, so bus we have arranged from your hostel or stay today's evening at around what hour, Pinku? 4. At around 4 p.m. the bus will give the bus for the station. and those who will be leaving tomorrow by flight, so we will be giving around 9 a.m. bus. So please be ready by that time.
Gautam Singh, Julie Bharti, Manish Kumar and Rupam Kumari, kindly come on the dais please. And all the institute gold medal, those who has received the institute gold medal, kindly come on the dais please. Those students who have received the institute gold medal, kindly come on the dais please. And all the students who have received their degree are requested to just go to the in front of auditorium. You will have to make the signature. Your signature is still left. You must have to put your signatures over the register, then only your
थोड़ा खोल देना था ना लाइट, फोटो वोटो खींचेगा।
লাইট বন্ধ।
उन्होंने वो दे दिया, पैसा दे दिया।
Hello, students, all the students, you please come to the stage and take a big group photograph, na? It will be in the website of the institute, na? Come in the stage, na? Below and both two stairs you fill up and they take a photograph. All of you come first. Come in front. Come in front of the stage. Come first. हम लोग खींचेगा ना? ये क्या मजाक है क्या? पैसा दिया है बस फोटो नहीं खींचेगा? ये सडनली बंद कर रहा है लड़का जी. अरे रुकिए फोटो खींचना है ना? फोटो खींचना आराम से खत्म. कौन है रुपड़ा कौन है? फिर बंद कर दिया था ना? नहीं फोन नहीं किया. लाइट से अंदर में फोटो उठेगा क्या? पैसा दिया ना? All degree recipients, please come in the stage and take a good photograph. A group photograph we require. Even you can stay in the below the stage also.
Some can stay below.
Yeah, some can stay below also. We'll take a group photograph.
कहाँ गए? पहले उनको पकड़ो.
एक मैक पर वाला लेना, भाषण दे रहे.